In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the valve cover on this Nissan Rogue. This is going to be located on the top of the engine. Let's get into it. We're going to disconnect the negative terminal on the battery. Use a 10mm wrench. Loosen up the terminal. And disconnect that and just set that aside. Now, underneath with a floor jack and a block of wood, we're just going to support the engine at the oil pan. You want to go to the edge of the oil pan, not near the middle. It's a little bit stronger on the edge. And just take some of the tension off the engine mount. That's good right there. We're going to remove this bracket, use a 10mm socket. Take these bolts out. It's just going to give us more slack here. Using a 16mm socket, we're going to take these bolts out. The engine's going to drop a little bit. Pull those out. Now down below, we're going to use a 16mm socket, take these bolts out. There's 3 of them. Take those out. Using a 10mm socket, take this nut out. Take that nut off. I'm going to grab the coolant reservoir. Slide it towards the back. Just pull it out and just push it out of the way over here. Grab the engine mount. Slip it past the AC lines. Tip it up. And it comes right out. We're going to remove this baffle. Just pull up. This little grommet right there. There's a grommet over here. Pull that up. Then you have some hoses. Pop those off the retainer. There's a hose right here. Using some pliers on this hose clamp. Just move this down. You can pop that hose off. Just try to wiggle that off. If that's stuck on, we can take it off once we take the other piece off. Just pop that out. And then over on the snorkel, some hose clamps. Just use the pliers and we'll pull that out. And pull that out of the way. Using a 18mm socket, loosen up these bolts. Take this mount out. Pull that out. If you want, you can leave it there, but we'll just take it out. Pull that out. Take this bolt out, use a 10mm socket. Take that out of the way. These 2 ground wires, use the 10mm socket and take these bolts out. Those out of the way. It's a retainer right here. We're going to get under that. Underneath here, just use a trim tool. Pop that up, out of the way. Just to get a little more slack, I'm just going to use some needle nose pliers. Pop these retainers out. There's another one over here. That's good. You can also disconnect the coils. Push down on the tab. Pull that out. Do the same for the other ones. Move that harness out of the way. Take the oil cap off. We're going to loosen this bolt. Use a 14mm wrench. It's a little bit tight in here. Once you get that loose, you should be able to loosen it by hand. And it's not going to come out. It's just going to come really close to the intake. All right, that's loose. You can see that's loose. Now we're going to take the other bolts out for this bracket. Using a 14mm socket, take these bolts out. There's a wire retainer in the back. We'll just use a trim tool. Just get underneath that, pry that out of the way, and grab the bracket, just slide it up. You can pull that bolt out. Just pull the bracket out. We're going to take the coils out. Use a 10mm socket. Take these bolts out. Now we're going to pull these out. You can label these if you want to and put them back in the same location that you pulled them out. Just grab them, give it a twist. And pull those out. Now we're going to take this hose off. Just use some needle nose pliers. Move the clamp. You can wiggle this hose back and forth a little bit. You could use some hose pliers if you need to. Just pull that up out of the way. And this hose over here, do the same. Needle nose pliers, move that up. Pull that up out of the way. There's a wiring retainer right here. We're just going to use some needle nose pliers, just squeeze the clips. And push the harness back. There's another one over here. Do the same. Squeeze the clips, push that back, move the harness out of the way. You can see these bolts in the front. We're going to take those out, but we're going to start with the back ones. They're going to be the same bolts. We're going to use a extension, the 10mm socket. Start in the corner. Pull that out. Do the same with the other ones. Pull those out. And we'll take the rest of them out with a 10mm socket. I'm just going to use a prying tool, just get underneath and just pry up. Just to release some of the sealant. There's a little RTV under there in the corners. Just work it back and forth a little. There we go. Just pry it up. And pull it out of the way. Pull up the gasket as well. Now I'm going to clean up any of the gasket material RTV, you can use a scraper or a razor blade. Just be careful. And try not to get any dirt or debris into the engine. You want to scrape away from the engine. And just take your time, clean it nice. Try not to wipe the sand into the engine. Wipe away from the engine. Use a little brake parts cleaner and a rag. And we're going to use a little RTV. And you can look at the old gasket where it was to help you determine where you need to put it. You just want to run it along here, just a thin coat. In the corner, and run it up here over the bend to right about there, and then do the same on this back one. Right about there, just a thin coat, not a lot. And then on the other corners, there and over here. Right about there. That's good. Just going to take the oil fill cap off and flip it over. Just make sure your gasket looks good. It's in all the way. That looks good and that's clean. Get this to line up. And just push it down in position. And put the bolts in. We're just getting these bolts started because we're going to torque them down in a specific sequence after. Two more. All right, those are all in there. There's a specific sequence of how you want to tighten these bolts down, and that's going to be on the screen right now. I'm going to start tightening these down. This is number 1. This is number 2. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. And number 10. Now that was just snugging these down. Now that they're snug, we're going to go around again and in the same sequence torque these to 17 inch-pounds. That's 1. This is 3. Six. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And for the last step, we're going to go around and torque these to 74 inch-pounds. This is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. Put the oil cap back on. Take this tube, get that tube started. Move the hose clamp down. And the wiring harness in the back. Push those clips in and pull this through. I'm just going to use a pick just to help. Makes it easier. And I'll take this breather hose. Slide that in place. That's good. Now I'll take the coils, put those back in. Put the bolts in. Snug these down. And torque these to 62 inch-pounds. Now take this bracket, make sure you take that bolt. It's going to go through there before you get this lined up. Get it past the intake. I'd have to hold that bolt up a little bit. There you go. I'll take the cap off, give you a little extra clearance to get your hand in there. Get that one close, and then we'll get the other ones in. And snug those down. Now we're going to torque these bolts to 40 foot-pounds. This one right here, you're not going to be able to get a torque wrench in there. Do the best you can. Just use our wrench and snug it down so that it feels close. That's good. Put the oil cap on. Make sure that's lined up. Snug that down. And unplug the wires in for the coils. Move this wiring harness, lock that in place. And this retainer, push that in place. Get these lined up. Now take the two grounds and the bolts, get those started. And tighten these down. Those are snug. I'll take this bracket, line this up, and I'll snug that down. Snug that down. Now I'll take this baffle, get this lined back up. It's in, release the clamp, and push this tube on. And move this clamp over. And this hose, slide that in place, that's good. Now push that down. That's good. Now take the torque strut mount. The side that comes out a little bit further is going to be towards the outside of the car, and the more flat side is going towards the engine. Get that lined up. The bolt in. And get this bolt in. Then torque these bolts to 55 foot-pounds. That's good. Take them out. Just slip it past the AC lines. Line up, get these bolts started. Make sure that lines up. I'm just going to use the floor jack and raise the engine up a little bit and get these bolts lined up. Alright, just make sure the mount's lined up the best you can. Move that back a little bit. And snug those down. And tighten these up. Now I'll torque these to 45 foot-pounds. And same with the bottom ones. Good. Now take the reservoir, slide this in place, go over the stud, the nut on, yeah, snug that down. That's good. Now take these brackets, get the bolts started. Snug these down. It's That's good. And you can lower the floor jack. And you can put the negative terminal on. Tighten that down. Give it a wiggle, and that's tight. You're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.